Hi everyone. In this video, we're going to go over what's new from an access management perspective in version 10.1 of Micetro. So Micetro could always be managed using role-based access control, or RBAC, but is now a pure RBAC access model in this new version, which means that access permissions are only granted at the role level, and users or groups will need to be added to a role in order to get permissions. So what's really changed is that permissions aren't granted directly to a user or a group anymore. Okay, let's dive in and see this in action. What's new right here in the web UI? If I click on the admin tab and then go to configuration, I now see this is called access management. We still have those same three users, groups, and roles categories here. I'm going to go ahead and click on roles right now. Users and groups is pretty similar to what it used to be. Now, there are a couple changes you might see right away. So there are two new built-in roles, one being the DNS viewers built-in and the IPAM viewers built-in. So these are read-only views of your DNS and your IPAM sections in Micetro. Now, of course, we can use built-in roles, but we can create new roles as well. We can create them from scratch or from an existing role. Let's just go ahead and create a new role. Maybe I want someone to be a reservation manager. We can put in a quick description here. Only makes DHCP reservations. And then we have the role type here. Now, general, this means the access takes effect immediately after users have been added to the role, but across all the devices within Micetro. So you can see it says object system wide. That's great if that works. You can also do specific. So once a user is added, we then also have to apply this role to a specific scope or range, for example, in this case with DHCP Reservation Manager. So let's go ahead and click that for now, and I'll show it in just a minute where we add that in the devices. So if I click access, now this is where we assign some of those more granular permissions. So let's go to DHCP servers, and we're going to edit we're going to be able to edit the DHCP group reservations. Now you can see that added a few more. If I hover over the I for information, it'll go ahead and tell me the missing permissions that need to be added. I can also go to view to find and see everything in there. If I go back to view all, I also want to point out that we now have a blocking permission. So maybe I don't want this group to edit DHCP server properties. So I can go ahead and block that. So we used to have just allow and deny. We have moved to the term block because it does override any access given in another role. So, as with kind of safe access management, the most restrictive permission always wins. So block really does that for us. I'll unblock that for now, and then we can go ahead and create this new role. We'll save it. Okay, great. So now I have a new role. I don't have any users in it yet. I just wanted to show you, I could have added it in there. You saw the users tab and the group tab there. I also have a user right here that I'd just like to go ahead and edit the user properties for. So you can see I also have all of these tabs available under this user category. So if I go ahead and go into roles, I look for my reservation managers, click save, save again, and I'm good to go. So now Demo Lauren has been added to my reservation managers. What we can also do is go in and view the effective access that Demo Lauren has. So I don't have very many, as you can see, but this is obviously a really effective way to go in and figure out who has access to what, why maybe they're blocked, why things aren't working for them, and we can all do it from this one pane of glass here. I can also see if I want to check on DNS servers, for example, I can see if I have any specific access for this particular DNS server, and then you can see I can go through and check for access based on an actual object. All right, we'll go ahead and close that. All right, so now I did just want to go in and show you where you can go in and apply those specific permissions on objects. So if I click on the IPAM tab, this takes me to my DHCP information. I can click on a scope or a range and go ahead and go to access. Now, if I'm inheriting permissions, obviously I can't change much, but if I unselect or deselect inherit, then my reservation managers are in there and I can go ahead and add them. If I don't want these specific roles to have access then to this scope or range, I can go ahead and exclude those. Okay, well, that's it for now. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll be back with more new features.